The tool I will use today is a ratchet with a 14mm socket and a couple of flathead screwdrivers. So before you remove anything, we have to push the piston back. Alright, so as you can see, that the piston, we need to push it back to replace it with the new pads. These are completely gone. So what I do here, I just put a screwdriver like this right in front of the rotor, and then you pull it like that, and then you can see I can now easily move. And once you have enough space, I will push the pad a little bit in so I can jam a screwdriver in between the pad and the rotor and push and pry the pad all the way in. So as you can see, as I'm doing this, it's pushing the piston all the way in. There you go, that's as much as it goes. Alright, so now it's time to remove the nut or bolt that holding the caliper in place. So I will just remove the bottom one. So we're gonna remove the bottom one. Okay, put it on our side. Now, as you can see, we can easily lift the whole caliper up, and then I'm going to push it a little bit backwards so it stays up like that. Now you have enough room to replace the brake pads. So you can just slide them out like that and come off. And now you can see there's a spring clips here, so it's on the bottom and the top. So make sure you slide the pad in here in such a way that they stays backward like this. So I have put the red ceramic paste on the pad where the caliper sits, just to observe excess of vibration. So as you can see, I'm putting in on a slight angle like this, like that, and then you just push it in, wiggle, and there we go, that goes in. Now you can see that the spring that I was talking about, the clip, is all the way back. So if it's not in properly, you will have, a brake squeal or vibration. Now we're gonna slide this one like that, and just goes on, and then push this one in and slide it over, and now the bolts go back in. Alright, so the bolt is tight. You double check the top one as well, make sure that's tight as well. Now if you would like to adjust the handbrake, so what you have to do is you remove the rubber grommet and make sure that the handbrake is completely released. So I'll remove the rubber grommet, and I'm going to spin when this hole comes all the way down here, and I will see like a kind of gear to adjust the handbrake. Alright, so now from this hole you will try to see a little gear. I'll try my best to show you how it looks like, and if I shine my torch in there, well, just be with me. There we go, there you go, look, there we go. Now you can see that's the adjustment for the handbrake. So with the flathead screwdriver, we're going to spin this one to adjust the handbrake. So what I'm trying to do here, you're going to put a screwdriver and you try to turn the gear upwards like that, so it goes upwards, and you go until you won't be able to spin it anymore. So you just keep trying, keep doing it, and you don't need to force it, but just where you stop, that's where you stop. Alright, so once the gear inside there is, you just keep spinning until it stops. Then you see if you can spin the rotor easily. If it's not, then you have to wind it back 1 or 2 turns. So you should be able to spin it like this. You'll feel it kind of grabbing, but you should be able to spin it. So if you can't spin, which means you adjusted it too tight. So otherwise you just go down 1 or 2 click until you can spin it. So once we've done this, we're gonna put the wheel back on and we go back in the car. I'm gonna pump the brakes, and that's very important. It's very important to pump the brakes. So you go back in, see, I'm pumping it until you can't pump it anymore. You feel the brakes is getting hard. So if you don't do this and you go straight on drive, the brakes won't work. So this is very important. The car should be off and just pump the brakes until you can't press it anymore. Alright, so this is how you replace the rear brake pads on Nissan Pathfinder. I hope this video is useful, and thank you very much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel to keep me motivated. Thank you.